Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Jay. If you are passionate about learning new technologies and how these technologies are impacting our current life, the way how this tech world is expanding, and if you want to compete with others and land in a dream job, then for sure you are in the right place. So, by the way, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and click the bell icon so that you can never miss an update from me. Also, feel free to thumbs up if you like my content, and also I'm happy to hear about your feedback so that I can improve my uh, content uh, better in the future. So our agenda for today's video is to know what programming is and what is the need of programming language, why programming is important. So let's deep dive into today's agenda. So firstly, what is a language? So we know for sure in generic language, uh, we can say the definition of language is the set of rules or instructions uh, we used to convey between the two people so that they can communicate easily, so they can send some messages between them. So it's the use of language. So some rules will be there so that two persons can communicate easily. So that is what we meant by language. So similarly, when it comes to a tech world, which is computer world, we can say computer language is a set of programs or the instructions we use to interact with computers. So we is nothing but the human. So in order to interact with computers, the human uh, wants a separate language. So that language is called a computer language. So it is called computer language. So as we said, uh, as of now we discussed what is a computer language. So by the definition we can say it's a set of programs or instructions that is given to the computer by the humans. So when coming to the need of programming language, uh, the main necessity for programming language is to interact with the computers or machines. So as a computer understands the only binary language, we pass the instructions in only mission code, which is which is highly impossible. So we need a high level language like C, C++, or Java, anything for giving instructions or programming to it. So computer definitely it can't understand high level languages such as humans. Like you can understand English very much easily, so where computer can't understand these high level languages. They can understand only a bit level language, that is binary level languages, which is a 0 or 1. So it is called mission code. uh, that is why a compiler is used. A compiler is nothing but a predefined software which converts the high level languages into mission code so that it can understand it to the computer. Definitely compiler converts any given language, high level language, into a binary language. So that is the use of computer, sorry, compiler. So I think you are well versed with what is a computer language and what is the need of programming language. So why we are using compiler? Compiler is used to convert given high level language into a binary language so that it becomes easy for the mission to understand our high level language. So it can execute some programs for us and it can perform some work what we have instructed. So that's the use of compiler. So why programming is important? So definitely programming is very much important as today's world is very much automated, and so also only the machines and computers can only do the things so efficiently and accurately. So in order to make the things more efficient and reliable, the programming language is the only way to interact with them and make the things uh, automated and make our life much easier. So when coming to this programming part, I thought to discuss about the small uh, concept of programming paradigm. So it's a way to approach to solve a problem, any problem in a programming language. Programming paradigm is nothing but it's a approach. What type of approach you are using in order to solve a particular problem. So it's a paradigm. So these programming paradigm is generally divided into two types. One is imperative programming, so how to do. So imperative is nothing but how to do, and next one is declarative programming, so what to do. So imperative is nothing but how to do, declarative is what to do. Then imperative is again divided into three types. One is procedural programming, second one is structural programming, third is object oriented programming. So these are the types how we can program. So how we can program, these are the three types of programming in imperative programming. So declarative, what to do. When it comes to what to do in programming, so there are three more. So you can say functional programming, logical programming, and database programming. So this is a simple concept, so it's nothing but general way to remember all these concepts. So there is nothing much more to stuck here, so it's a way to know, that's it. So now when it comes to it's a generic view, so how programmer and client is connected in our software world. So I thought to tell about this point so we can understand in much clear way. That is what I thought. So basically a programmer will be there here. So wait for a second. So generally a programmer will be there who provides you the interface is nothing but an applicant front end application, which is UI or UX part. So here is a backend part, and here is a database. He is a client or end user, so it's a connection between the programmer and client. So definitely a client don't need to bother about this server or backend, how this logic is written, how this database is exchanging between the server and how it's getting shown in the front end. So he never bother about how backend is working. So he definitely wants to see this interface, and he need to do his job without knowing much deeper, without going deeper into that. So that's why a programmer is a person who works on the back end and the front end with data. Along with database, he provides some interface to the client so that he can easily uh, use that application and he can do that work. So this is a generic way I want to tell you. So also when we take an example for this process, I can say let's take ATM mission. So we can see ATM missions near our home. So client can understand the interface in language appeared only can so we can say client only can understand the language that is appeared on the screen. So in any ATM mission we can see English or Hindi or Telugu as a language you can select. So we can understand that language easily. So he can just choose, and he can performs the transactions. So and take the money. So by taking the money he can leave the ATM. So if the transaction fail, client or the end user contact bank management. So if any transaction is failed, so the client can will contact the bank management. So the bank management will contact to the programmer to find the bug in that, definitely. So client don't need background how the database and server works once he enters his ATM pin. So the main motto agenda of programmer is to develop the applications and make easy for the clients to use without any problems. So the clients can also communicate with missions on interfaces. So this is what a bit of example that I need to give for you on this view. So computer languages are used to develop many applications. So when we want to know about these applications, these are divided into two types. One is standalone, one is web applications. Standalone is nothing but the applications that need to be installed, like example VLC media player, Microsoft Office, Chrome. These are the standalone applications. These are to be installed compulsory in our system. Without it is not installed previously. So when we buy the item, we need to install it and we need to use what when coming to web applications, we don't need to install anything. So without any installation we can use that. So example SBA, gmail.com, google.com, facebook.com. If we have the Chrome, definitely we can open any of these websites. So without, so it's so I think it's independent to the operating system. So you can have a doubt that why particular OS understands only specific applications or softwares. So yeah, why this happens to these applicants or software? So it can understand only particular OS. So when we open different files and different OS, it won't understand, and we can get some different format data in form of Word document or anything. So we come across that, right? So that's why we need to understand about the file extensions here. So we can open .txt file using only Notepad software, but not with VLC player. So we can use .mp4 using VLC player, but not with Notepad. So different types of softwares understand only different types of extensions. So similarly, we have OS extensions. Windows OS understands only .exe files, so we need to install MS Office.exe. Mac OS understands only .dmg files. Linux understands only .rpm and .tar files. So if you install .dmg files in Windows, we get compatibility error. All programming languages are standalone applications, so installation is mandatory. So C++, C are platform dependent. So to OS. So these are used for only standalone applications. Java, Python, .NET are platform independent. So these are used for both web and standalone applications. So as we discussed, C++ are platform dependent. Source code. When the source code is compiled on the Mac, it runs only on mission. Windows compiler .exe runs only on Windows. Okay, this is all about this video. Stay tuned for more exciting videos on programming on Java with DSA, Python, C programming, SQL, and many more are are on the way. And until and next time, keep exploring. See you soon. Have a great day.